This is Mr. Gutierrez, and in this video, I will provide you with a visual support, a video recording on how to do this activity that we're going to be working in class. The title of this activity is Identifying Change from Visual Payment. So again, we're still working on our skills on how to count money and how to determine change whenever you are purchasing an item. Okay, so on this side of the screen, you will see the actual activity, the worksheet. On this side of the screen, you will see a representation of your sheet of paper. All of this, this assignment you must do on a separate sheet of paper. There is not enough room for you to show all of your work on the actual worksheet that I'm going to give you. So please use a separate sheet of line paper or graph paper. All right, so to begin with, the most important part is always to put your name. You're going to put your name on the upper right hand corner. So for example, I will put my name here, Mr. G, and then right below we're going to put the date. Today is October the 5th, 2021, and you're going to put your period. I'm going to say period 1. All right, so once you do that, you have officially titled your page and we are ready to go. Okay, one of the things that I want you to fully understand is that these problems are what we call multi-step problems, meaning that you're going to have more than one step. So these are multi-step problem, which means more than one, right? So that means that you might have to do 2 steps, 3 steps, whatever, however many steps you need to do to complete the task. So for example, here we have this problem. We're going to do number 1 right now, okay? And this problem says, Isabel bought a new board game for $14.51. She gave the cashier the money shown. How much money should she get back? Okay, so when we look at this problem, there are a number of steps that we need to do in order to find out what is the change that she should get back. So it is telling us, so the piece of information, so what do we know? So number 1, right? Number 1, what do we know? Right? So we know that she bought a board game, so we know that the game costs $14.51. And we also know the amount, so we also know the amount that Isabel has. So Isabel has, and we see this right here. We know the amount that she has. We have a visual knowledge of the amount that she has. So we can say that here she has money, right? Right? But do we know how much she has? So this is where the multi-step is going to come in and play. So what is it that we're trying to find out? The what? We're trying to find out how much money does Isabel have? And then we're also trying to find out how much change should Isabel get, right? So those are the 2 things that we want to find out here. We want to find out how much does Isabel have, and how much change will she get back. So this is a 2-step problem, okay? So step 1, step 1, okay, we're going to need to find out how much money does Isabel have? All right. So we're going to have to refer back to our worksheet and visually see how much money she has. We're going to have to visually identify the amount of money that she has. So in this situation right here, we know that she has a $10 bill, and then she has a 1, 2, 3, 4 single dollars, and then she has a total of 25 and 25, that's 50, 55, 56. So she has 56 cents. So we can go ahead and do that addition right here, right? So step one will be that she has $10, she has $4, and then lastly she has 56 cents. So when you do this addition here, 0 plus 0 is 0, plus 6 is 6, 0 plus 5 is 5. We bring down our decimal, 4 and 1. So she has a total of $14.56. Now, when we look at the story, it shows us that the board game costs $14.51. So when we look at the amount of money that she has, $14.56, we know that that is greater than the amount of the actual board game, right? So it is greater by like 5 cents. So we know that she is going to afford this, which now is going to lead us to step number 2. Let me do this in black. Step 2, which is find the change. And since we're trying to figure out the change, we are going to use subtraction. So we are going to get how much money she has, $14.56, minus how much the item costs, $14.51. So when we do the math here, 6 minus 1 is going to be 5. That's 0. Bring down, and that's 0. So here we just figure out how much change she should get. So Isabel should get 5 cents in change. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you're going to solve these problems. Step 1, you're going to look at the visual representation of the money and find out how much money the person has. Step 2, you're going to look at how much the item costs. You're going to subtract that value minus the amount of money that the person has, and that will give you the change that the person should receive. All right, I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, like always, feel free to contact me via Schoology or in the classroom. All right, guys.